his opening remarks in his weekly leadership press conference. I want to watch that moment, and then we'll talk.
It's been good bipartisan cooperation and a string of
Are you good? Mitch?
Okay, Mitch? Anything else you want to say, or should I just go back to the press? Do you want to say anything else to the press? Correct.
All right, I want to bring in NBC's Ali Vitale, who's standing by for us with this. Ali, he did come back minutes later to answer some questions. Do we know what happened?
Not yet. And he did come back and spoke with reporters, was able to take questions. One reporter asked him about that moment that you just played there, concerning moment during his press conference as he was just a few seconds into talking with reporters, as he does on a weekly basis here. When the reporter asked him about that moment, he simply said, "I'm fine," and he moved on. He spoke for the rest of the press conference in his normal, somewhat muted tones, but reporters who were around him before that moment happened, it really was very jarring. You can see the looks on the faces of senators around him, including Senator John Thune, who was standing just over McConnell's shoulder, Senator John Barrasso, the number 3 Republican, coming over to him on the side, as you showed there, asking if there's anything else that he has to say to the press or if he just wants to go back to his office. That's what happened in the moments after he left that press conference. We saw Senator Joni Ernst, another member of Republican leadership, do the sign of the cross, almost as if she were praying for him during a moment that could have been potentially scary. But look, this is not the first time that there have been questions about the Senate Minority Leader. We know that back in March, he suffered a fall at a hotel here in Washington, leaving a fundraiser. That left him out of Washington for several weeks. He was home recovering from a concussion and fractured ribs. Of course, he's back in the Capitol now. And look, when he walks around here, we do see him sometimes walking with the help of aides. His office, we are waiting to hear if they have anything else to provide. One of his spokespeople just said they'll get back to us, but clearly they are meeting and trying to at least figure out how they're going to talk about this with the press. But I think what's important here to note is that moment seemed concerning. He was able to come back and continue talking to reporters during this weekly press conference, Yasmin.
Well, we certainly wish for the very best for the Senate Minority Leader and hope he is okay after all that. Ali Vitale, thank you. All right, everybody. We have a new video of a fiery crane collapse in Manhattan. One person telling our local team that they thought it was a terror attack, comparing the loud bang of the collapse to a bomb. The details of that coming up next.